Hey, white women, today's workshop is for you. It is titled White Women, Your Lies Have Killed Us, a wake-up call about false accusations and racial violence. I'm teaching this because this is what I will consider your talk that your parents should have given you. Just like as black people, we have to give our children the talk. The talk is how they need to respond if the police stops them so that they can survive. Okay, for you all, I think your parents, they did you a disservice because they have not taught you all that your white tears have caused and can cause death. Okay, and so I'm here to educate you because one, alongside many things I do, I am an educator. So, white women, your lies have killed us, a wake-up call about false accusation and racial violence. And if you are, and this is definitely good for young white women under the age of 30, you really need to hear this. All right. Damage runs deep. False accusations by white women against black men are not just lies. They are weapons, you all. And those weapons, they don't just destroy reputations. They destroy bodies, minds, families, futures, okay? These lies, for one, they psychologically scar black boys and men, often for life, y'all. Your lies have caused and can cause chronic stress, PTSD, depression, and suicidal ideations. They lead to wrongful imprisonment, police brutality, and even lynchings in the past. They tear apart families and communities, your lies. They prevent black men from getting jobs, housing, education, and justice, even after being proven innocent. The justice system for black people, white women, is not just. It's just not. And you got to know this. And I know many of you white women have not had to know this because the world has been given to you at your feet like a silver platter. So I wouldn't expect you to have to think about these things. It's like me. I don't think about every day when I wake up. I don't think about, damn, how does it feel to be blind? Because I'm not blind. So I understand. But however, I educate myself because I don't be ignorant. I have taken sign language classes, or I've taken classes where I can learn how to converse with people with different disabilities. So my thing is, this is your course, okay? So let's take advantage of. Don't be offended at anything that I'm teaching. Learn from it, okay? You also got to know that your lies inflict generational trauma as mothers, fathers, and entire families carry the burden of injustice. White women, you've been taught consciously and unconsciously that your words hold power, especially when used against black men. And today's 10-minute workshop is about confronting the truth and learning how to use your power responsibly. All right, let's get into it. Let's talk about part one, the psychology of the lie, what it does to black men. See, a lot of you white women, you just love our black men, don't you? Come on, be honest with me. We talking. Come on. You want that mandingo, right? Right? But yet when let's say he breaks up with you, you gonna cry rape? Huh? It was fine when he was digging you down. I'm sorry. Oh, Lord help me. I'm talking too free. It was fine when you were being intimate with him. But now that black man has broke up with you, you gonna cry rape? I'm talking to you girls in college, you white girls in college. The star athlete, black guy, dumps you. And Lord forbid he dump you for a black girl. You gonna cry rape? Let's talk about the emotional and psychological damage. Being falsely accused results in feelings of humiliation, helplessness, fear, and rage. Many black men internalize the belief that they will never be safe, no matter how respectful, educated they are. And it's so true. I'm telling you, I told my brothers, I have 3 biological brothers, beautiful, amazing black men. And when they went off to college, I told each and every one of them, don't mess with none of these white girls on campus. And that wasn't their thing anyway. And I said, don't even be left alone with none of them. Matter of fact, don't even ride in the elevator. If it's just her and you, don't even be in the elevator with her. Don't be in no classroom alone. Hell, don't even be in the room with a teacher, a white female teacher alone without the door open. And that's facts. And I wasn't doing it based on because I'm racist. One, because I'm not going to go into the fact that blacks can't be racist, but I'm not going to go in. It wasn't because I was prejudiced. It's because I know the history of white tears and the battle cry when white women say rape, that they can lead into death. Also, black men live in constant fear of being perceived as threatening, and it leads to hypervigilance and emotional suppression. Black men, for the most part, their heads are always on a swivel. They don't know who's going to come at them, white man or the white woman, or Karen or anybody. Secondly, is the mental health consequences. PTSD, from the arrest to incarceration to violent confrontations with police. Do you know how stressful it is to be freaking black and to be a black man in America? And on top of that, then he's afraid that you're going to cry rape. Depression, suicidal thoughts from public shaming or wrongful imprisonment. Distrust of white women and the legal system based on historical patterns of betrayal. Let's talk about the physical and life-altering results of your white tears. Wrongful imprisonment, police violence, loss of education, career opportunities, lynchings, beatings, and death. Let's talk about the history of it, because you all need to understand where this comes from. Because this lady, this beautiful black woman with these beautiful full lips, which are mine and real, by the way, is not just making this shit up. Let's go back in history. Case study number 1, Emmett Till, 1955. 14-year-old black boy brutally lynched after a white woman, Carolyn Bryant, claimed he whistled at her. She later admitted on her deathbed that she lied. His killers walked free. His death was the spark for the modern civil rights movement. This bitch lied. And these white, they were just looking for a reason to go lynch a Negro. Killed him brutally based on a white woman's lie. Let's move on. The Scottsboro Boys, 1931. 9 black teenagers were falsely accused of raping 2 white women. Despite clear medical evidence and a recantation from the alleged victims, they were still convicted. Some served decades in prison or died behind bars. They don't want you, this is not taught in school, white women, white young girls. This is why they don't want you to know about critical race theory. They don't want you to understand your history. Let's move on. The Tulsa Massacre, 1921. A white woman's accusation against a young black man in an elevator led to one of the worst racial massacres in U.S. history. 300 plus black people were killed. Black Wall Street was burned to the ground. White woman's accusation against a young black man in an elevator. You see why I told my brothers don't be in no damn elevator with no white woman? Moving on. The Rosewood Massacre, 1923. Another false rape claim by a white woman led to the complete destruction of a thriving town. Families were killed or displaced and no justice was ever delivered. See, the problem is this, white women. When your tears start falling, that just fuels the hate and vitriol in your white men and gives them carte blanche to go out there and start killing and lynching and hanging and raping and pillaging, something that they love to do. I'm sorry if I'm talking in like all white people are monolith, because I know they're not. But it's a large majority. Let's talk about now the modern lies. Since I talked about the past, let's talk about Brian Banks in 2002. He was a star athlete falsely accused of rape by a classmate. He spent 5 years in prison, missed out on a full ride scholarship and NFL career, and the accuser later confessed she lied and no consequences for that bitch whatsoever. You need to take a second and think. Let's just take a breath. Let's take a breath. Right? It's a lot, right? It's heavy, right? Because some of you are not used to this. The problem is, you know what they need? They need real teachers in these classrooms teaching y'all white folk. Real teachers like me and other black men and women in academia who gonna teach it right. And you see and hear and feel the passion. This is no joke, white women. Your tears, your grandmother's tears, have killed and can potentially kill in the future. I'm going to stop part 1 here. I'm going to pick back up at part 2 because I like to keep them under 10 minutes. And I think you need a break. You need to take a deep breath and contemplate. Stay tuned for part 2. Like, share, and subscribe. And don't get offended. Get better.